Well, if you've watched these videos from any point in the season, you know we are in a position that I certainly did not expect. We are going into the playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs? Yes, I do want to talk about playoffs because we have a road match against Accrington Stanley. I believe it's 6 versus 3 in terms of seeding, so we'll see how it turns out and hopefully take one step closer to promotion to Sky Bet League 2. Well, and welcome to episode number 22 of my Taskmaster FC Chesham United save. We're trying to get these bad boys from Taskmaster into the Premier League, and as you can see, I just wanted a quick little review of our season. It has been just a mess of we did really well, we've done very poorly, we're hot, we're cold, we're good, we're not. Fortunately, we struck a little bit of fire towards the end of the season here and ended up just barely getting ourselves into a playoff spot where we will be playing away against Accrington Stanley. If you take a look at the league in terms of standings, league table here, finished the season in a fairly decent record. I mean, 22-15-9 or 22-9-15, depending on how you look at these kind of things, is not too bad considering we just won 2 consecutive promotions. And this ends up putting us into the top half of the table here. So I certainly cannot disagree with our results so far. It's been quite good. We did manage to just squeak barely into the playoff spot. We had to win our last game. We did. Filed ended up drawing their last game, which pushes them out of the playoff spot here. And needless to say, we have a long way to go before we actually get to where we need to be. I lied in the beginning. It is 7th versus 4th. I said 6th versus 3rd. I guess I just thought that there were only 6 teams. I guess in the playoffs part, it's like 3rd because this would be like 1st in the playoffs, 2nd. Whatever. It's fine. But regardless, we made it to the playoffs. And I don't think anybody really expected us to be there. Certainly the season preview definitely did not, as we have been bumped all the way down to 200-1. So where we are in the season is quite possibly a miracle. I don't know what to expect for next season. I don't know what budgets are for next season. Looks like they might be about what we're paying now in terms of our finances. Our projection looks a lot better than what it did previously. This was, what, £250,000 at one point in time, so £42,000 down is nothing terrible. We do have a possible board takeover in the process, so I don't know if that's going to bring in any extra cash for us. Maybe see an increase to our wage budget. I do not know what to expect from that. I just know our board still contains the same people here. Hopefully, Little Alex Horne stays on, so that way we can kind of continue the save. Even if he doesn't, we'll still continue it and just pretend that Alex Horne is there, or maybe I can change his name. I don't know. I might be able to do so. Not enough scouting budget. I cannot scout our own director at our own club. That's perfectly fine. Interesting. Regardless, we have a game away against Accrington Stanley. I believe these are just one-leg playoffs, so we kind of need to just kind of go for it and hope for the best. I am going to go ahead and play with a cautious mentality. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm going to play the exact same way I did against Accrington Stanley when we beat them like 4 or 5 games back, which really kind of gave us the push to be able to get to our current spot in the playoffs. So hopefully that will continue. I did make some substitutions here. We do have some players that need some rest. I don't know how long this video is going to last. I don't know how long the playoffs are going to last. We'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens. I'm expecting to be slaughtered here because I'm assuming Accrington are going to come out full force today. But regardless, we have Rizwan as our goalkeeper today. Defensively, we're looking at Sterling, Cooper, Correos, and Brady. Gilbert and Jenny Tien will anchor our midfield. Our attacking wingers are going to be Whitcomb and Murray, and then Judy Love and Ursula Carlson are going to be playing up top. We want to get as much firepower as we can. Ursula Carlson's not played well. I'm going to make sure that she knows that. A worn player, criticized recent form. I don't think you've played well. Hopefully, that sparks a little something in Ursula Carlson to, I don't know, score some goals today. Regardless, we're in an enviable position. That may not even be the right word for it, but we're in a position now where it is what it is. If we win, great. If we don't, I think there's a lot of positives that we could take away from this season. There's definitely some deadwood I'd like to get rid of. There's some salary that I'd like to free up. But other than that, you know, it's been a good season. I think there's some positives that we can take from it. I definitely think we need to upgrade quite a few positions. I think there's a good core here. I think just a few superstars here and there will make all of the difference in the world. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get that, if our reputation is going to improve over the course of this season. We did have quite a low reputation, which made it very difficult to sign anybody of any talent whatsoever during the offseason. So maybe that changes. I do not know. What I do know now is we have a corner. Jenny Tien is going to take this and gets the ball into the box. And looks like Ursula Carlson's going to get it to Gilbert. Gilbert back to Tien. Gilbert's going to fire a shot and unfortunately just grazes over the bar. A solid opportunity there on the corner, but unfortunately we cannot score. And it looks like Al Murray, take it back, it is 0-0, 20 minutes in. Al Murray's injured. Pulled groin, looks like he wants to come off, so we're going to have to make that change, unfortunately, a little bit earlier than what I would like. Al Murray. Duker, Duker, despite being just a 2-star player, Sophie Duker this season, 12 goal contributions from 22 starts isn't quite the form that Sophie Duker's been in the previous couple of seasons, but when it's mattered, Sophie Duker's come in and scored some goals. I think this is an opportunity for Sophie Duker to shine, so we're going to get Sophie Duker in here and see if she can make a difference today. Looks like Accrington Stanley are going to get an opportunity here. Jenny Tien with a very dangerous tackle there. Accrington Stanley still maintained possession here and look to be on the attack on the right-hand side here. Parker can't quite figure out what to do with the ball. Finally gets a cross in, and they score. Zaid Beteka. It's an interesting name. Unfortunately, Fern Brady decided not to jump for a header here. And that leads to a goal. I mean, it's been the same MO all season. Oh, just missed. So just poor at heading. You tried, you just failed. Not much Rizwan can do about that. It's very well placed, and it's 1-0 to Accrington Stanley. And I can honestly say this is about what I expected so far. They're just far better than us. We will play for set pieces. But, coming in this expecting a victory is probably not going to lead us to success. So 1-0 down, approaching halftime here. I think we need to maybe go to a little bit more of attacking mentality. We haven't really created much at all. They haven't done so either, to be fair, but our possession has been poor. Like I said, they've been dominating so far, so I'm going to go with a little bit more of a positive mentality here. Let's go back to that formation we've done previously. It was not good. Yeah, you can have disbelief all you want, but the results speak for themselves, and you've played poorly. So, all right. Let's get Judy Love down here. Carlson up top. Let's get Ursula Carlson in a good position to be successful. Let's go with an advance forward on attack. Judy Love comes out. Sam Campbell goes in. I think that's a fair substitution here. I think eventually what we're going to do is get Daisy May Cooper substituted, Laleata Fope, and just kind of hope for the best here, but a positive attitude going into the second half. Really the only opportunities we're going to get to be able to score goals is if we really start pressing and pushing forward. And then, if we're still down 1-0, 70 minutes in, we'll go attacking. I mean, obviously we need to get a goal here in order to tie the game up. I don't know how likely that is, but we do have an opportunity here. It looks like Tien in the midfield. Campbell gets the ball to Duker. Duker puts a little bit of space, gets it to Carlson. It's deflected. It's just off the post. A little bit of a weird play there. And Chesham United, unfortunate not to get that in the back of the net. A weird deflection. Ends up going off the post. What appeared to be an easy save for the Accrington Stanley goalkeeper. Turns into a little bit of a howler there. Fortunately enough, they do not score here, but we have possession again. Looks like Ursula Carlson just plays the ball out to Duker on the right-hand side here. Plenty of room to work with. Gets the ball into the box. Carlson off the post. Gilbert scores. Appears to be offsides, I think. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. The foul or something, but we didn't get it, which is unfortunate. We've been creating more opportunities this second half, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to make a substitution for Cooper right now and see if our defense has been playing pretty well other than the fact that we had that one goal allowed. 1-0 defeat is nothing terrible here. Whitcomb's been terrible. You know what? I'm going to undo that. I think Daisy May Cooper is going to be fine going out the game, but we can't score. Oh, gosh, I don't have any substitutions here. All right, Campbell, Gilbert, Beckett. God, what a legend. It's nice to be able to have that kind of flexibility where we can just move some players around. I don't know if this is going to be successful or not, but a player on 6.0 needs to come off. Defensively, if we lose it, we lose it. We're going attacking. We're trying our best. We're trying to get a goal here to get back into the game. I don't know if it goes to extra time or if it goes straight to penalties. It may not matter at this point in time because we only have about 10 minutes left in the game. We're still down 1-0. Looks like we're going to maybe get one more opportunity here. So Campbell, nope, immediately intercepted by Accrington, and they are going to maintain possession. We got a lot of players forward here, and I don't know if we're going to be able to intercept this ball or if they're just going to take it down and get an opportunity and potentially score. But regardless, they are just kind of dinking the ball back and forth here. Looks like they're just trying to kill some time. Beckett, fortunately, gets the ball. Duker now has some room to run. Can we get the ball in to Carlson? Again off the post. I mean, it's It's been that way the whole season. If you've watched any of the games this season, it's post, 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 post. And more than anything, we've just been unlucky. Unlucky. 29% possession isn't great, but we blew that one. 2 posts, a goal that should have happened. I'm not quite sure what was called, whether it was offsides or was a foul, something like that. You know what? I'm not going to be very happy. I can't be happy with that result. I mean, nobody likes losing, but it is what it is. We lost. And I didn't expect a whole lot out of the playoffs this season. I'm happy we made it. I think that proves a lot of what we can do next season. We just need to bring in some players. And I don't know what Al Murray's injured. I mean, 5 to 7, 8 weeks, that's fine. I'll attend the press conference. We need to beef this up a little bit. Late miss. Just bad miss. Gave everything we had. I didn't think much of him. I like to, put our opponents down a peg. That's always a little bit nice, just to let them know, you played fine. I think we let him play well. Not impressed. Not impressed by this guy. Who is this guy? Oh, he's on loan from Birmingham City. Well, lovely. I don't know. Loan players are kind of out of the question for me. Oh, okay. Well, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see some initial budgets here. All right. Will it be the same? Will it be higher? About the same. A little bit of an additional transfer budget there. That's fine. I didn't expect a whole lot of increase to the wage budget. We actually had a pretty healthy wage budget to begin with. We do have a little bit of transfer budget here. I think we're just going to kind of move that over, kind of like what we've done previously. Take that scouting budget, take that transfer budget, rather. Dump it into wage. I mean, what'd that do? $750. I think we increased our budget like $250. Pounds. I'm in England. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, that being said, I've got some decisions to make. Some very important decisions to make. Who do we not have next season? All right. Boy, a lot of these players might go, especially like Key. Oh, God. Do I want to get rid of Duker? I've got some very important and difficult decisions to make for our next episode, but unfortunately just one game today. Hopefully you liked it. Unfortunately, I didn't. We got knocked out, but if you did, leave a like. Make sure you subscribe for more Taskmaster FC, Chesham United content, and we'll see you very soon. Hopefully we'll bring in some transfers and start next season off on the right foot. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.